Okay, dear student, how are you? I think you are excellent and you are staying safe. Today we had a discussion about application of system of linear equations. Okay, so in that, so here we will discuss Tek's effect on equilibrium. The question which we have is, if the demand equation is given, Fp is equal to 8q by 100 plus 50, be the supply equation for the manufacturer's product, and suppose the demand equation is P is equal to minus 7q by 100 plus 65. So here the supply equation is given and the demand equation is already been given. So the question is, if the tax of $1.5 per unit is to be imposed on a manufacturer, how will the original equilibrium price be affected if the demand remains the same? Okay, so here, my dear student, in the solution, before the tax, the equilibrium price is obtained by solving the system of linear equation. Okay, so how can we solve it? So look at here, the supply equation which we have is the supply equation. It is already given in the question. P is equal to 8q by 100 plus 50. This is the supply equation, equation 1. Okay, and the demand equation is already been given. P is equal to minus 7q by 100 plus 65. Okay, so but my dear student, we need to find out the equilibrium price, the balance price, where the supply equation and the demand equation both will become same. It will be equal. So now 8q by 100 plus 50 is equal to minus 7q by 100 plus 65. Okay, so now this implies that, so now the variable will come to left side, minus 7q by 100, it will move to the left hand side. So here we have is 7q by 100 plus 7q by 100 is equal to 65 minus 50. Okay, so this minus 7q, it will move to the left hand side, and this is plus 50, it will move to the right hand side. Okay, so here the answer will become 15q by 100 is equal to 15. And now, dear student, this implies that we need to find out q. So it will become 15q by 100 multiplied by 100 by 15 is equal to, this is 15 multiplied by 100 by 15. This 15 and 15 cancel, 100 and 100 cancel, 15 and 15 cancel. So q is equal to 100. Okay, this is the value of q. And now, my dear student, after this we need to put, this is the value of q, but right now we need to find out the value of p. So for the value of p, equation 1 implies that, okay, so equation 1, it is become 8q by 100 plus p plus 50, putting the value of q. So it will become p is equal to 8 multiplied by 100 divided by 100 plus 50. So this implies that the value of p is equal to 58. Okay, so the value of p is equal to 58. It means that, my dear student, it means that, so this implies that when q is equal to 100, then p is equal to 58. This is the value of Q before tax, and this is also the price before tax. But now, right now, my dear student, our question is, so here we have this $58 is the original equilibrium price before tax. Before tax, this is the original equilibrium price, 58. The manufacturers supplies Q units at a price P is equal to 8Q by 100 plus 50 per unit. Okay. Now, my dear student, our question was when the tax of $1.5 is imposed. So now look at here. After the tax, okay, he will sell the same Q units for an additional 1.5 per unit. Why 1.5? Because $1.5 was the tax. Okay, so our, for example, my dear student, our supply equation, it was become 8Q plus 100 plus 50. Now this 1.5 was the tax, it will be plus with this equation 1.5, it will be plus. So total we will have, the equation is after imposing the tax, the supply equation will become 8Q by 100 plus 50 1.5. okay, this is the equation A. Now again, my dear student, to find out the equilibrium price after imposing the tax, so the supply equation and the demand equation will be same, okay, will be equal. So it will become 8Q by 100 plus 51.5 is equal to, and the demand equation, it was 7 by 100 Q plus 65. okay, and this implies that this minus 7 by Q minus, it will move to the left hand side, so it will become 8Q by 100 plus 7 by 100 Q is equal to 65 minus 51.5. okay, so here it will become, my dear student, 15 by 100 Q is equal to 13.5. But here we need to find out the value of Q, so it will become 15 Q by 100. So just to delete 15 by 100, just multiply both sides by 100 by 15, and here also it will become 13.5 multiplied by 100 by 15. So this 100 and 100, it will cancel. 15 and 15 is cancelled. So Q is equal to, here we have 58.7 units. Okay, so Q, the value of Q is equal to 58.7. okay, let's see what is the answer. So 13.5 multiplied by 100 divided by 15. Oh, sorry, the answer is 90. okay, so the answer is 90. Here the answer is 90. So the answer is 90. Just write down here. So 90 units. Okay, now my dear student, after this we need to find out the value of P. So my dear student, when this Q is equal to 90, put in the equation 1. okay, put in the equation 1. So then the value of P will become $58.7. okay, yes, we have done this one in the class. So the tax of $1.5 per unit increase the equilibrium price of 0.7. Why 0.7? Because when I put Q is equal to 90, so then the equilibrium price will become, the price will become 58.7. 58.7. So here only 0.7 will be increased. Why 0.7? Because before tax, okay, the price was only before tax, the price was only $58. But after imposing the tax, so the price is 58.7. Okay, note that there is also a decrease in equilibrium quantity from Q is equal to 100 to Q is equal to 90. Okay, first we had Q is equal to 100, but right after imposing the tax of $1.5, okay, so definitely the quantity Q will be decreased and the Q is equal to 90. So because the change in equilibrium price in the problem, you will ask to find the effect of subsidy given to a manufacturer which will reduce the price of the product. Okay, so right now, my dear student, this is part D. In part D, now we need to find out the text effect before equilibrium and after equilibrium. Okay, so here the question is determine the total revenue obtained by the manufacturer at the equilibrium point both before and after tax. So here I need to find out before tax, and here will become after tax. Okay, so before tax Q was 100 and price was $58. Okay, and after tax the value of Q, it was 90 unit and the price it was become $58.7. Okay, now we need to find out, look at here, determine the total revenue obtained by the manufacturer at the equilibrium point both before and after tax. So before tax total revenue, it will become P multiplied by Q. So P is equal to 58 multiplied by 100. So the answer will become $5,800. This is the total revenue before the tax. And after the tax, total revenue is equal to P multiplied by Q is equal to P is equal to 58.7 multiplied by 90. So the answer is 5,283. Okay, total revenue. Now if I compare the total revenue before the tax and the total revenue after the tax, so definitely it will affect the total revenue and it will be decreased. Okay, yes, we can see this is 5,800 and this is 5,283, which is a decrease. Okay, dear student, so this is the first question. Okay, it was the first question, so thank you very much. Okay, let's going toward the second question, which is break even point.